keeping them at least 300 feet away. But is that enough? Even so, their presence in Tucson is angering a lot of people. One woman who knows about that firsthand is Debbie Lee. Her son, Marc Lee, was killed in Iraq. His memorial service was picketed by the Westboro Baptist Church. Debbie is here with us this morning. Debbie, thank you for coming in.
You bet.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
First off, we are so sorry about your son. We are so sorry that you were subjected to this type of hatred. As a mother, I'm a mother myself, and when I hear about this, my blood boils. How did you handle yours? How were you able to keep yourself from just going after these people who call us evildoers, when they, in fact, are the ultimate, right behind these people who commit acts of violence?
Yeah, I think it was probably one of the toughest things I had to endure after Marc's death. And to know that I'm there grieving, wanting to honor my son, and then finding out that these despicable people are going to come protest at his memorial service. Literally, I had a fire in my belly. I was so disgusted. And the things that they said to me that day, luckily we had the Patriot Guard riders who saved me that day. And at Marc's memorial service, there was probably about 100 of them lined up on the street. They had their flags flying. They stood in front of the Westboro Baptist protesters. They would rev their motorcycles, you know, trying to
drown out the hatred.
Exactly. And that day, as we passed by, I saw them off to the side quickly. But I did not hear them, or I would have lost it. I watched the media coverage the next day. And they told me that I had failed my son, that I sent my son to hell, that he chose an occupation of murder. And I'm not a violent, aggressive person, but if I'd have heard those things at that service that day, you can guarantee I would have been shoving somebody, I'd have been slapping somebody, I'd have been doing something. But you know, that's what they want.
Yeah, of course.
There's 11 lawyers in the family, and this is how they raise their money. That same week, I couldn't understand who would support somebody like that, who would donate so they could do this. They went to 3 other military funerals that same week as Marc's, and they were all over the United States. And I went to their website and I started researching, and there's 11 lawyers in the family, and that's how they raise their funds. They were hoping that I would have shoved somebody, that I had done something, and not only would they have sued me, but the city of Hood River donated the building. It was a town of about 5,000 people. We didn't have a facility. There were over 1,000 people at Marc's memorial service.
That's something I think most people don't know about, and that is something that we really do need to think about, because that is your first instinct, is to just take that down, you stop the hatred.
For the people of Tucson, I mean, whether it's family members of those who were killed in the shooting, or just people in the town who are going to be angry tomorrow, who are going to want to lash out, what would you tell them? They're going to want to lash out.
Do not engage with these people. That's why they're there. They're hoping to file a lawsuit against somebody. And so do not engage. I heard the Patriot Guard riders are going to be there too. I know I've received Facebook info of other people that are going to stand, and I've told everybody, go peaceably. Do not engage. Don't try to, you know, play their games with them. If you can protect them so the family doesn't have to see them. Oregon had the same law at the time, and I'm so glad the legislatures passed that yesterday. But it was the same thing in Oregon. It was 300 feet. But I can guarantee you these people are going to research, they're going to find out where the funeral procession is going to be, and they will still place themselves somewhere where hopefully they can be seen by the family.
They'll push the limits.
And yes, they will. And they're just despicable, hateful people. You cannot believe the vileness that's in them. If you go to their website, their children have T-shirts on, their little babies that say, you know, soldiers die, God smiles, God loves IEDs, and they are not a Christian organization. They use the name Baptist, but they're a cult.
I think that's the point here.
Debbie, thank you so much for coming in today. I thank you to your son Marc for serving our country.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate your insight in all of this. A lot of people are going to be dealing with this tomorrow.